I wanted this job bad because I felt like I knew this community. I played here. All right. Here's what I know. Just as an overall philosophy, you're going to say, well, what's this team going to be? What's it not going to be? Here's what I know. All right. I know that Detroit's made up of great people, some really good people. All right. This community is strong. Um, this place has been kicked, it's been battered, it's been bruised, and I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. I can give you, hey, we're going to win this many games. I can't. That none of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that shit. So excuse my language. All right. Here's what I do know is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. All right. And this city's been down and it found a way to get up. All right. It's found a way to overcome adversity. All right. And so this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take two more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take three shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the
All
last.
right, as many of you know, the Lions just won another playoff game against Tampa Bay. Paul Minan has blessed the Detroit Lions. Paul Minan has said we are going to the Super Bowl. His spiritual wisdom has been passed down, and the Lions are going to win it all. But that's not what this is about. We buried Paul Minan. This is about stocks again. We're going to talk about the stock market and how to make money. So I have a lot of things here. I'm going to try and condense this down quite a bit because I don't want to have to go through this whole list because it would take like an hour. So stock-wise, the first thing we're going to talk about is a stock I'm heavily invested in, unfortunately, which is LLAP. I am already holding pretty heavy bags, like negative 20% bags. It could be worse. For those of you who either hold it or are thinking of buying it or thinking of shorting it, here is my theory on what's going to happen. Now, the CEO of LLAP, apparently a lot of the executives are leaving because they say this CEO is a fucking retard. The CEO of the company, I guess is like a musician or something. He doesn't know what he's doing. I am banking on King Jew Larry Fink to bail this company out because of DEI nonsense. Secondly, my futon broke, so I've had to deal with that. That's been unpleasant. Back to stocks. So a talking point is uranium. I want to reiterate, uranium will never be a thing. Okay, I cannot make that more clear. You can do whatever you want to do and throw as much money as you want at uranium. It will never be a thing. And it will never be a thing because it is cheap, clean, and efficient energy. We cannot have that in the West. Okay? You cannot have free or cheap energy. It never will be a thing. They're gonna build a bunch of nuclear bombs out of uranium, and they'll never use them. That's what uranium is for, is bombs that never get used. It will never be a thing. Nuclear energy will never be a thing. So I want to put that to rest. The next thing is Plug Energy. Speaking of, I believe they work in clean energy. Clean energy is a meme. Clean energy is just another business venture to sell garbage to people and make more money. If you look at what happened with electric vehicles during this deep freeze we had, I don't know where it's all at, but here in Michigan it was a deep freeze, and all of these electric vehicles fucking stopped. They died. They didn't work because it's unrealistic to have electric vehicles up north. That's a fucking out west thing or a south thing, which is why you should be long on oil. Oil is the answer to all this. It always has been, and it always will be. Oil is the answer to our energy problems because there is an abundance of oil, and there always has been, and they've just downplayed it, much like diamonds. So I only want to talk about a couple stocks. I want to talk about some of the posters, and that's really what I'm invested in right now. Is the posters, the people here, people who at me, people who want to talk shit. So the first person I want to talk about is the fit fag Anon. He recently got banned because he's a fucking moron, and he bought steroids with Bitcoin, and his post got deleted, and he probably got the feds on him. You can take as many steroids as you want. You can lift as many weights as you want. At the end of the day, a guy like me, a hardened, well-built ham chad, will always be able to take your pussy. It's not even a question anymore. So I don't get the need for the glory muscles. I look cool. He goes, I look cool and chiseled and cut. First of all, I only wrestle naked. And I wrestle naked and oiled up. And I would pin you, and I would take your pussy in under 10 seconds. I don't care how much muscle mass you have. I don't care how low your body fat is. So it's a waste of time and money. Your goal is to be able to, be more powerful, to outstrength me and to take my pussy. It will never happen, because genetically I am designed to take the pussies of people like you. I don't need test injections because I'm already full of it. So the fit fag needs to just take a back seat, stop posting pictures, and know his place, because it's not going to work for you. But I'm always up for the challenge. All you got to do is fucking ask and show up, and I will show the entire general that your pussy is very easily taken by a man that is a natural ham chad. So the next person I want to talk about is, I'm surprised to see, there's been a couple posters I'm very surprised to see. One of them would be the Brian Koo poster. Those of you who don't know who Brian Koo is, he is there's a documentary, I would call it that loosely, called The King of Kongs. And The King of Kongs is a movie about a guy trying to break the world record in Donkey Kong that was previously owned or held by a man named Billy Mitchell. I'm not going to get into that story, because if you have not seen that documentary, I couldn't say there's another movie out there that you must watch more than this movie. It describes 4chan culture to a T, and Brian Koo is a Billy Mitchell lackey, and whenever I read a post made by any of you guys, and I'll include a clip in this, whenever I read any post made by you, I picture Brian Koo in my brain, and that is your post. That is you. When you talk to me, that is you. I see that. That is who I see. That's what I think this general is fucking made of, is people like Brian Koo. That is who you are. And I hope you enjoy the clip.
This is a big weekend, and I'm really hoping that this fella shows up, because he'd like to tell you that he's the Donkey Kong champion. And the fact of the matter is, all of us have not seen him play Donkey Kong.
Going to have a shot at getting to the kill screen. As far as I know, no one's ever achieved a kill screen on the Donkey Kong machine at FunSpot. There's a potential Donkey Kong kill screen if you want to watch. If anybody wants to see, there's a Donkey Kong kill screen coming up. There's a Donkey Kong kill screen coming up if anybody wants to watch. There's a Donkey Kong kill screen might be coming up if anybody wants to see it. There's a potential Donkey Kong kill screen if you want to watch. Hey Todd, if you're interested, there might be a Donkey Kong kill screen in a couple minutes. And it's not going to get any easier. So we may have an exciting moment here, or the pressure may get to him. One of those random elements might happen. Sounds like he just cleared another board, but we could have a wild barrel or some aggressive fireballs. I thought I was going to be the first FunSpot kill screen, and then I had 3 fireballs trap me. I had the hammer in my hand. They still got me. So anything can happen in Donkey Kong. So for someone else to beat me to the kill screen would be a letdown. But let's see what happens. Maybe he'll crack under the pressure, and maybe I'll get my chance to do it.
The next one is another very rare post. The Dennis Green poster. Dennis Green was a coach for the Arizona Cardinals many years ago, and he had a meltdown on camera. But his meltdown is relevant to the stock market of today, because today I had the thought, and I even posted it. I said, I think I'm going to stop fighting Globo Homo. I'm just going to throw all of my money at NVIDIA. And then I said that seems like the most reasonable thing, but my mind thinking to buy NVIDIA at these levels means it's probably best to short it. So what does this mean? This means that Bobo is who we thought he was, okay? Bobo is the type that will lose most of the time, but Bobo is always hiding in the shadows. Bobo is always sitting. Bobo is always waiting. Bobo is waiting for you to be the most comfortable you've ever been. Bobo is waiting for your positions to be 50-60% profit. Okay, that's what Bobo loves. Bobo is not a long-term strategy. Bobo isn't a long-term investor. Bobo is only there to make you suffer when you feel like you are invincible. That is what Bobo is. So I think we all need to be cautious here. I'm not going to invest in NVIDIA because of that. I'm nervous because the Bears are who we thought they were.
4 picks against Grossman and 2 fumbles. What do you see about the Bears would shut them down that way?
No, we just the Bears are what we thought they were. The Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Thanks, Coach. Matt Leinart will be one other person in this room, probably about 5 minutes away.
It's a disappointed coach.
The next thing I want to talk about is a bit of an autistic problem we had in the general. There was a point in time where almost an entire thread consisted of talking about birth canal angles. And, you guys. Yeah, I think it was like a full thread we were talking about the angles of birth canals. For what, it doesn't even matter why. It could say why. Someone could come to me and say, why do they talk? It doesn't matter why. It's the fact in a stock market forum, we had a conversation about birth canal angles. Now, to be fair, when I was in my early 20s, I had a relationship with, or more of a fling, with a woman whose birth canal, now if your woman's laying flat right here, she's laying flat, and you would normally expect the birth canal to be about right there, right in the middle. Her birth canal was about right there, so it was a little bit below, and it made some forms of sex a little bit uncomfortable, and it felt like it shouldn't have been possible from a biological standpoint to have your birth canal moved. See, now I'm doing it. God damn it. You see, now now I'm doing it. You guys poisoned the fucking well with your birth canal talk. I'm not doing it. I won't have the conversation. Okay, I think the last thing I'm going to talk about is, yes, it will be the last thing. There was an anon that said he had a couple of minor heart attacks, and we all said, go to the fucking hospital, please. Because we cannot have anons dying for senseless reasons. If you've had a heart attack, or if you've had any health problems, even if you don't have health insurance, go to the goddamn doctor, okay? Let's not lose any. We've already lost Palmina. Let's not lose any more of us. We're a small community as is. So please, if you have any health problems, if you're having a hard time mentally or whatever, get help. Let's not, I don't want to lose anyone. I don't want to make another funeral video for anybody else. So, last thing I want to say is the Lions are going to the Super Bowl. They're going to win the Super Bowl, and I need as many digits as possible to make this happen. So I'll post this video shortly, and hopefully you guys can make some money off of this. Again, LLAP will be saved by Larry Fink. Uranium will never be a thing. Plug is garbage. Buy oil. And lastly, Baggett is shilling save. So stay very far away from SAVE. Do yourself the favor. Don't lose any more money than you have to. So.